Welcome to Soulflex in the Studios. We're telling Christmas stories, and we've been talking all through this holiday season with you about things that relate to Christmas. What are you doing?
He's blowing his snowball.
And we're sharing with you memories and stories that have
We're
everything
making
to
a
do
few
with Christmas.
memories right now.
These have turned into their
Oh
own.
my golly.
Yeah, and we hesitated to record these for you because
We should
we've
never
told
do
these
video.
we've told these stories before though. We've told them in audio and
Some of them,
podcast,
yes.
Yeah.
and you think, well, there's nothing else to hear or nothing else to say.
Oh no, the
but
visual
apparently-
is a whole other thing.
Well,
Takes
he
it to a whole
keeps
different
finding
I think
experience.
we
more
recorded
layers.
them all. Whether anybody has ever heard these or not, we don't know.
Yeah, just because we record them, yeah, they may not have been heard. So here we are again. And so today we're going to talk a bit about Christmas gifts again. But now, in one episode somewhere, and I don't know if you're watching these in order or not, but we talked about the strangest gift we were ever given. Today, let's go back. And what is the most memorable gift you were given as a child? Which would probably eliminate your ring.
It
Right.
would.
It would. The ring conversation is probably because that was your older. That was class ring. So
Yeah,
you're a
yeah.
Junior. Yeah.
I'm with you.
I remember we had just moved from Jamaica to New York. We were in Manhattan, and we lived in the 8th floor of one of those buildings. And they had this big atrium kind of in between, where it was graded in. And my mom got me a Evel Knievel stunt flyer cycle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, man.
And hours on end of me cranking that thing up and popping it back and watching Evil drift across the little
Yeah.
That's
open
that's an awesome
quasi
toy,
play
man.
area
That's
thing.
an
I still
awesome
remember
toy.
that. Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, he never did jump like he did in the commercial.
No, never as good. But he jumped, and it was like
Yeah.
right by the stairs, so he would jump down. It was a tough toy because I jumped
yeah,
it
you
down
could
the
tell.
stairs. I mean, bam! And he would
Yeah.
ride again. So
You
Hmm.
know.
I had one of those.
that was awesome.
Yeah. I got another one years later. It's in the office even now. Stripped the gear on it. I was cranking that thing up so hard. Yeah.
Love that thing. I had this. I got the motorcycle, and then the rocket ship that he did. Remember when
Oh
he
yeah,
jumped
the Snake River Canyon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Oh, that's
He didn't
cool.
really
That's
jump.
cool.
It was a failure.
Oh, he tried. Remember he tried to jump.
However, it's completely unrelated, but everything related to that. But it was also the most successful pay-per-view in history at that point. I was one of the ticket holders. I saw it at the Bob Carr Museum with Craig Ellickson.
Wow.
We sat there and watched this thing, and were completely mesmerized for 2.5 hours. And then it was only on the way out that we went,
He could have died.
he didn't die, but he didn't make it. He hit the bottom of the canyon. Not sure what we just saw. But you learn important lessons about that, right?
I think you probably blew $20.
King of the show. Oh, it was $20, no doubt about it. Yeah, it was,
Back in that day.
and it
$20.
was, and I remember distinctly because times have changed, right? We're sitting at the Bob Carr, and it was only floor seating, and they had this behemoth of a machine with 3 color guns on it,
Yeah.
red,
Oh, yeah.
green, blue, right? And they had this thing, and so you had like 5 minutes to get it in focus before the feed from the Snake River Canyon came on, and you're like, wow. We were just like, it's pretty phenomenal.
How were you?
Pretty phenomenal.
Remember when we threw our big 3 cans? We had 3
Yeah.
gun cans away. We had 2 of them
Yeah.
and pitched them.
We used those things for a long time. It was
did?
very similar, except this was bigger, obviously, and it was cool. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. Cool present.
Yeah, I remember.
I think you should go last.
All right, one time at band camp. Did I tell you I was in the Colonial Grenadier marching band?
I did not know that.
You were a Carr Lear.
You're a Carr Lear and a band member?
What did you
They were-
play?
they were
You
right
played clarinet?
next door.
He did?
No, I didn't play clarinet. I played trumpet. No, only sissies play clarinet.
He was a flautist.
Yeah.
My
You
wife
played
was
trumpet?
My wife was a flautist. No, I took
Give us
some
the
lessons
trumpet
down
lick.
at Streeps, but my teacher was a drug dealer, so
You did not have good teachers.
It's the same
Guitar
guy.
or same guy.
I
Same
didn't
guy, you
know.
play guitar and
That's
trumpet?
Yeah, no. Here's the deal. In the words of Joe Biden, when he's off track. Here's the deal. This is what I really want to tell you about.
Come on, man.
One time we would have to wait, and then my parents would say, "All clear," and then we would come into the room. One year, a puppy showed up
Ooh.
But it was, you know how a puppy would like stop traffic, normally, like, oh my gosh, a puppy. That's how long it lasted. Oh my gosh, a puppy. We kept running into the room. There was G.I. Joe everywhere.
Wow.
I'm talking like 12 G.I. Joe full. I'm talking about not the sissy stuff.
No, the full figure,
Full
11
figure.
Full
whatever.
figure?
Full figure G.I. Joe.
Oh, I don't know what we
G.I. Joe.
called it.
With a
What
little
does that
scar on the
look like?
face.
Yeah,
So
the
how many
Scarface.
how many did the puppy chew?
We had none, but every one of these were from a different military.
Ooh.
They had a Japanese guy with his eyes. They had a Russian dude,
With what?
a German dude, Australian dude with shorts and long socks. Yeah,
Crikey.
I could be a millionaire right now if I still had those
Had
things.
those, yeah.
But they were all named Joe.
They were all Joes.
Go, Joe!
Yeah,
Yeah, even the German.
yeah.
But the German had the best uniform. They had a very, they had the little riding pants, with the, they
Had to
stick
blow
out
on the side.
They
yeah,
blow out on
yeah.
the side.
We have a visual here.
But I remember doing that. My dad did.
Did you have the astronaut?
Well, I don't know if my dad did that or not, but
Yeah,
Santa had basically set them all up with their weapons and everything.
Oh my gosh.
And they were all in different parts of the
Posing.
living room.
Ready to kill you?
ready to go.
Aren't you glad Toy Story wasn't like a real thing? Could you imagine getting taken out by G.I. Joe?
Oh, G.I. Joe.
Joe used to be a monster, yeah.
They would
were
whip
cool.
anybody.
Did you ever have Stretch Armstrong?
No, but my sister had a Ken, but we used him as a hostage.
My brother
And
had
then my
stretch
brother
arms.
had a lifelike hair G.I. Joe, with a beard.
Oh, yeah, with the beard, yeah.
Yeah, but he got a knife out of the kitchen and shaved him.
That's only a one-time deal.
Yeah, he gouged his face all up, and so we called him a grommet. Get the grommet out.
Did you have the G.I. Joe, the astronaut?
Yeah, I had the capsule.
Yeah, I did too.
I
still have it.
Oh, you do?
I do.
The original?
The original.
Wow, that's crazy.
Still in the box?
Nope.
No.
No, sorry,
The
no.
box.
I have the capsule.
Yeah, we had the capsule.
have the-
I had a Jeep,
I think.
a full Jeep.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I had all that stuff.
It was a little Gemini capsule, right?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I was.
The
Yeah,
Gemini.
I think so. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Right. It was the capsule.
Yeah, with the little slide thing that you sit
You
inside.
went-
And yep.
You know,
Yeah. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool
yeah.
presents. Yeah.
So that was a huge Christmas.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We had all
Israel's
those.
were feeling prosperous that year.
Yeah.
And then the kid next door came back and got his puppy.
The puppy named Jolly.
Was for your sister?
Well, it's for the family, but
Because she didn't get a G.I. Joe.
it was a poodle.
They named him Joe.
No, Jolly.
Oh, okay.
Jolly for Christmas.
Okay.
So Jolly had to go to a farm, which most of my animals had to
That's a
eventually
shame.
go to
yeah,
farms.
yeah.
At least my parents told me they went to farms.
Well,
Where they're running free and playing
They're running free.
yeah.
right next to the
Out
Jordan
past
Marsh.
Colonial High School, there's a big farm out there. They have like,
Plenty
By
of
Jordan
farmland.
Marsh.
yeah, by Jordan Marsh.
It's out there where my cousin Dauber lives.
Yeah, out there. They have,
We usually take them out there to the Gator country.
It's a one-way trip.
Did you
Well,
ever get
I'm going to
anything?
break up all this men talk because I got a thing that y'all didn't get. Because every year, the big gift, I think, is every year I got a new baby doll. And so I can remember getting Baby Alive, she was called. I think
Baby
they
Alive.
are reproducing her now, but it came with a little
Reproducing.
packet that you mixed up and you fed her.
Oh yeah.
And her mouth would move and she would eat it and then
Oh,
she'd
my
poop into
sister
her
had
diaper.
that.
So
My
you'd have
sister
to
had
change
that.
the
Oh, that's just
diaper.
weird and creepy. Ew.
My sister
It
had
was
that
like having
thing.
a real
It'd be
baby.
like, "Nyeh, nyeh, nyeh, nyeh."
I don't think it made noise.
Okay. Well, maybe I made the noise when I was eating it.
That's just weird and creepy.
So, yes.
And so it had a spoon that you would use.
Yeah,
to-
you'd use, and you'd push on it, and it would make her mouth like she was eating, and you'd put a little bib on her and everything, and then there was, I guess, a hollow tube inside.
There was a tube inside because we cut
That
her
it
open.
G.I. Joe did.
Yeah.
So,
Army medic Joe.
so that, and then there
We
was
can
a
see her.
year that Len and I have a brother who's 2 years younger, and we got purple pedal Jeeps. So they were both sitting there, and then, we rode those things all over the neighborhood when we lived in the trailer park. So
Did you guys
we
get
would
the
go
G.I.
everywhere.
Joe? I'm not the G.I. Joe, the Bionic Man?
Oh,
With the,
No, I
with the
never
like
got
the
him.
plastic arm that you
Yeah.
roll
I
up
had
and you
the-
can like see the
I had
bionic
the-
chip?
I do remember seeing his chip.
it was the Bionic Woman and the $6 million.
And then you could look through his back of his head to see the
Yeah,
eyes.
Yeah.
eyes.
Yeah.
And then the Bionics was the button in the back where you
Yeah.
kind of.
And Lee
My
Majors
brother got
shares
a
my
Stretch
birthday.
Armstrong. Remember those?
Remember
We
that?
could
Stretch is great.
Yeah.
Stretch across the room, but we stabbed him and all the syrup.
It was a
They
very
weren't-
violent.
It wasn't a
house.
real resilient toy. Yeah,
No, it
once
didn't
you
hold up
if
very
you
well.
if you
You
froze it, Or if you stabbed it, it was toast.
Oh yeah, because the syrup ran out.
Is that what it was?
There was syrup in there.
Oh, I thought it just was messy.
We had to know.
And you cut your sister's doll open.
We cut her.
Good golly.
You know how these things work.
Tough, yeah. Yeah, it's tough.
Not unreasonable.
Yeah, I didn't have that doll. I didn't have that doll.
Oh,
But I
Yeah,
did have the bionic woman. That I got her when I broke my nose though. So then my brother was sad, and he had to they got him the $6 Million Man
You broke your nose?
with a baseball bat.
You broke
Yes,
your own
this-
nose with a baseball?
No. Oh, here's the Richard story. So I'm
was
I'm
never
on a
there.
bike.
I was never there.
I'm on a bike.
I'm on a bike, but it was a friend's bike that didn't have brakes, and I didn't realize that.
What kind of friend gives you a bike with no
I know.
brakes?
Because I wasn't riding it real fast, but I just got new shoes, and they were kind of playing baseball across the street. So the kid had his bike over the sidewalk, kind of,
The bat?
The bat?
Yeah, the bat. I'm sorry, bat. And I thought, oh, I can just duck and go under. And when he swung back, he and busted my nose. I had to have plastic surgery. So this
Oh, really?
is thanks to a
How-
doctor.
how
I don't know what
age?
I think I was 3rd grade.
Wow.
Yeah,
Broke your...
smashed it.
Deviated my septum.
Deviated
Yeah,
your septum.
I had to have a plastic surgeon come
You know,
in.
this is
and-
reconstructed itself.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you should get
Believe
your
it or
money
not.
back.
I was just going to say that.
Correlative rage.
Where is
Yeah.
the love?
No, I got hit across the... like that.
With an arm? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Baseball bat, come on.
In the foosball?
Foosball?
Playing football?
Foosball?
Well, yeah, football.
In the foosball.
More like Sandlot football.
Didn't you see the water boy, Bobby Boucher?
Yeah, I
Playing
did.
the devil in the foosball?
I think a guy in an Arkansas sweater would
You
see
guys,
the
you
water
guys, I
boy.
mean, you guys got good gifts. Those are
So
cool
what'd you
gifts. I had some of the same. I mean, you know,
Yes, I
the boy
heard.
stuff. But I think memorable for me, most memorable for me would be the ones, and I think I've shared them actually in the context of Bible studies. The space astronauts, the Major Matt Mason,
Major Matt Mason.
which is they say is going to be a movie with starring Tom Hanks one day. We'll see. But Mattel made them. They were kind of
They
Gumby
weren't
looking
full-
dudes, but they were little astronauts,
They
right?
weren't full figured.
No, they weren't full figure like the G.I. Joes. But it was all, you know, when the space race is going on, right? So, I mean, it's the 60s and astronauts, it's a big deal. And so, and you had the space crawler that was a machine. Actually, I still have the space crawler. It doesn't work, but I have the space
You
crawler
don't have
still.
any brothers, do you?
No, I didn't. No, I
Yeah,
didn't
that's
have any
probably-
brothers, so
that's why you
turn my
still
toys
have
up. But,
He didn't cut them open.
yeah, so I mean, I remember that for some reason. I guess just because it was just, that was the thing. I mean, you know, wanting to be an astronaut and wanting to be, you know, that kind of thing, you know. And being an astronaut would have been cool, except for the science part.
Except for the math.
And the math and the flying. All of those things.
Right. He
Oh,
doesn't
yeah,
fly.
low, I'm with you always.
Well, you know, just kind of, that all probably worked against my career at
no
NASA.
doubt.
I was about to say,
Just in
you
hindsight.
can't get him to fly to New York. There's no way he's going to the moon. That's
Yeah,
not
I mean, it's just
happening.
kind of much tougher. So, but yeah,
Just don't
that's
look
probably my
down.
most memorable. But hopefully, you have gifts that you remember as well. Gifts are part of the fun of Christmas. The greatest gift ever, of course, is Jesus. We know that, and hopefully you remember that's what we're celebrating in the midst of all this craziness. But we'll join you next time here in the studio.